I just have to say, I've never seen anything like this here. I grew up in Southern California. This is like nothing we've ever seen, with multiple fires raging across the LA region right now. And here in Malibu, it's truly an apocalyptic scene. We're on the Pacific Coast Highway right now, where home after home after home, beachfront properties are engulfed in flames.
New blaze erupts near LA, apparently started by an arsonist. Another battle for outgunned, weary firefighters. Street after destroyed street, block after razed block, homes, memories, lifetimes, all gone.
This is insane.
Someone caught what appears to be a fucking orb flying down through the fire and smoke in California. Look. You see that shit? Look like Goku flying through the sky.
All right, I told you guys, this is Maui 2.0 right here. Cars completely melted into the ground. Yet the leaves of the trees right above these cars, right above the car, still intact, still fine. The bushes, fine, right here. The car is melted into the ground, just like Maui. We've been telling you guys that something is fishy here. We know what's going on. If you don't see this and understand that this is not natural, then you are an NPC. This is the Maui aftermath. You're gonna see the same aftermath in LA. You're gonna see the cars that are absolutely melted into the ground. This does not happen. Here's the aftermath from LA. These completely pulverized structures, yet this blue bin, untouched, not melted whatsoever. Melting steel cars into the ground, yet not a recycle bin. Makes sense. You know, I've seen a lot of cars completely burnt on the side of the road, exploded, and the aftermath of these cars a lot of times in my life, and I've never seen something ever melted into the ground. This is in Maui. Look, blue car, not burnt. Only car on the road, not burnt. Blue umbrellas, not burnt. At this point, it can't get any more obvious. You have to be completely programmed and brainwashed and not see what is going on here. Completely obvious what's happening.
See, in the midst of 20 homes that are just totally destroyed, one home sitting there because they have the right roof on.
They literally tell you right to your face what they're doing. If you don't know what's going on, you need to look into some of this stuff, because this is what's going on. It's time to expose this truth.
Well, you know, I know they were messing with the water, letting reserves go for one reason or another. They've been doing that a while. California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, you sort of look, well, is it on purpose? Which, it's an insane thing to think. But one begins to ponder whether or not there is a purpose in mind. What could it be, you know? Do they want the state empty? I don't know.
When a firefighter comes up to a hydrant, we expect there's going to be water. We don't control the water supply.
Did they fail you?
Yes.
Reporting from you live from the streets of LA. Fires ablaze, and we're all motherfucking scared. I'm Chief Coconut, and this is Influencer Police. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you, most of you, probably everyone listening to this, is aware of the crazy fucking fires that have taken a blaze in Los Angeles. And yes, fires, plural, bitch. There is like 7 or 8 fires ablazing in the past few days. Now, I'm from LA. I am born and raised LA, baby boo. Like, don't get me fucking wrong, bitch. I know about this motherfucking place like the back of my motherfucking hand, bitch. And these fires are not normal. Point blank, period. And I'm sensing some real fucking sketchiness with it. And I think we've seen a lot of fucking sketchy ass shit with these quote unquote natural disasters. In my opinion, allegedly, There ain't nothing natural about them, baby. I don't think so, honey. Now, with this fire specifically, let's just think about some things. First of all, what really just tips the fucking sketchy meter for me personally is the fact that insurance companies canceled fire insurance just a couple months prior to this, and even like sooner than that. And that's the biggest red flag out of every red flag that there is. That alone tells you that they knew something that we didn't. Because why else would they just cancel all these fire insurance plans right before the biggest fire in like America's history? At least LA's history. Probably California's history. I mean, this shit is huge. All of them. And you're telling me that they just happened to cancel it. Oh, they just happened to. Bitch, no. What I've learned in this life, what I've learned in this twisted, motherfucking fucked up world is there are no coincidences. And the fact that it's 2025 now, and I'm aware, I know some of you are aware of the NWO, New World Order, that these fucking, I'll say allegedly, these globalists are trying to put into fruition by 2030. So that's 5 fucking years that they have to get all of their fucking weird ass shit done. And it's 2025. So I was expecting some crazy shit to happen in this year, the coming years. And I wasn't sure what exactly was going to happen, but I guess we're just having crazy fucking uncontrollable wildfires that just takes out a fucking town, a fucking city. And what also was really sketchy about this fire is what I allegedly think, in my opinion, is the contrived lack of resources. The fact that we just happen to not have any water saved in our reservoirs. The fact that the fucking hydrants had no water. The fact that the LA mayor cut the fucking fire department's funding by, I believe, $17.4 million. And this just all fucking happened. And you really think that that's just a fucking coincidence? Really? Have we learned nothing by Lahaina? We all know what happened to them. This looks like a copy and paste to me. But unfortunately for them, it's looking like they had a lot more casualties. And they were like really unprepared. And I don't even think they got a warning. So I think maybe one of the only differences I'm seeing here is I think we all got warnings. They got warnings to get out. And I don't think the casualties are nearly as high. But it's looking like a similar situation fire-wise. And it's also looking like a lot of blue objects have remained untouched. Now, we all know what that means. Now, if we've learned or seen, if we looked into the Lahaina fires, we noticed that everything in this specific color blue was untouched. Do you think that's fucking normal? No. So people are alleging DEWs, direct energy weapons, that are designed to, they go with frequencies and stuff, and apparently like the color blue is the only color that won't be infected by this weapon, this direct energy. So that's why people are kind of putting 2 and 2 together when these shits happen. Why all these blue objects are untouched, but everything around them is just ashes. And what I also find really interesting about these fires, Lahaina included, is it almost seems like they don't affect the trees as much as the structures, which I find really weird. But the whole thing is apocalyptic. It looks like literally a fucking like nuke was dropped. It's crazy. I'm like, what the fuck am I seeing, bitch? Now, I live in LA. I'm currently residing in a spot that has not been affected fire-wise. And I've only been dealing with the really bad air quality and ash in the air and kind of just the constant fear that I will be involved in a fire because they just keep popping out left and right, and there's really like, you really just don't fucking know. So I've been dealing with this and experiencing this, and not even someone that's like directly affected by this, and it's scary as shit. So I can't even fathom, I really can't even fathom what the people directly affected have dealt with. It's absolutely scary. I mean, seeing the footage that I've been seeing of people escaping, like the fiery hell zones, their houses, you know, in flames, them like trying to escape, trying to save their animals, trying to save horses, all these animals that are displaced and they're injured and their feet are burned and they're exhausted. They've been running for like hours and trying to find like safety. And it's absolutely crazy. Like, I can't even believe like this is real life. But the kicker out of all of this is it's been going on for days. The Palisades fire kicked off on Tuesday early morning, I think. And it is almost Saturday now, and the shit is still going. And I'm a Friday night, bitch, at home, and I'm watching the news, bitch, and the same fire that knocked out like an entire fucking town is now encroaching on another fucking town with hella people. And there's mass evacuations that are being taken place. People are really fucking freaking out and concerned. There's 10 fucking copters or planes in the air trying to drop water on this bitch. They finally tapped into the Encino Reservoir because we don't have any other ones apparently. And like, there's been a lack of water, and the Santa Ana winds have been blowing this shit like a motherfucking blowtorch, and it's been like impossible to fight. And also we have lack of resources and firefighters. And also when the C-19 shit happened in like 2020, a lot of firefighters were let go because they didn't want to take that certain something. So also I believe they've been understaffed severely, and I don't know if any of them ever went back or if they were invited back. So the fire departments in LA are really hurting for so many reasons. Defunded, layoffs, no fucking resources, like hydrants are like empty, and they don't have enough stations around to even cover this city with the due diligence that they need. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need help, they need funding, they need more resources, they need like the top tier equipment. This is a huge ass city with millions and millions of people, and our fucking leadership has failed us greatly. And in my opinion, allegedly, it's all by design. It is all fucking by design. That new scum piece of shit, in my opinion, allegedly, he is horrible, in my opinion, allegedly. He literally, it's all fucking like his policies keeping the fucking reservoirs empty. He doesn't deforest. Like, when you live in an area that has frequent fires and wildfires, you have to be super good at maintaining the forest and the greenery. Like, you have to be on that shit, or it's going to possibly escalate into big fires that are uncontrollable and hard to manage. So you have to manage it. You have to be preventative. And this motherfucker doesn't do that shit. So yeah, the mayor of Los Angeles and Gavin Newsom, in my opinion, allegedly, have a huge part in what's happening right now. But even greater than them, because they're just puppet heads at the end of the day. I really fucking feel like, in my opinion, allegedly, the globalist elites have a hand in all of this. And in all of these quote-unquote natural disasters that are happening. Because all of them have way too many coincidences for me to just bat an eye at. We had the fucking North Carolina situation. Devastating, horrible. I still think about y'all. Prayers for y'all. I'm pretty sure that they are not doing well at all. And they're not getting like a lot of help or resources. And it's a complete mess. I'm pretty sure there's still like a lot of unalived people all around. And lost and rubble and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all going on. But the coincidence there, I'm going to call these coincidences, is they were sitting on top of like a lithium gold mine that a company wanted and all this shit, allegedly. And with this situation, I mean, I feel like all of these fires have one common thing in common. And I'll say allegedly a land grab. These alleged global elites, they want the fucking land for whatever nefarious reasons they want them for. So, obviously, it's going to be really hard to... They can't buy out every single person that lives there, like, please. So, what's another option? Oh, yeah, just destroy the whole place. So, it's a lot. It's really a lot. And also, with the NWO, we have the smart cities. These 15-minute smart cities that they want us all allegedly living in. And no, they're not your friend. It's like, it would be hell on fucking earth. Talk about fucking dystopian. Talk about enslavement. Bitch, no. So how are you going to get cities of people to move into a 15-minute city? Well, you're going to destroy everything else. I mean, in my opinion, allege, how else would you do it? So I don't know, like, what exactly this was for. But I'm sure we're going to find out. And another thing that people are saying, there's two other theories to these fires. One theory is that I think has a good theory that I could see potential with is the fact that there's apparently some kind of railroad system or BART system or some kind of transportation system that the city wanted to create, and allegedly it appears like it's the exact map of where these fires happened. And these places are all occupied and shit like that, so obviously they can't do that shit with all these people there. So the coincidence is, it seemingly appears that it's in the shape of this fire fucking, all of the fire areas, that it just forms the shape of where they wanted this alleged railroad, which I find really sketchy. So when you combine the railroad shit, the smart city shit, land grabbing, just, you know, I'll say allegedly BlackRock likes to come in and buy up land, you know, I don't know. Another fucking theory is that they're trying to burn evidence. You know, the Diddy Hole situation and all that motherfucking shit that Hollyweird does. They're trying to burn all the evidence, burn everything down. No, I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know if any. I don't know what the motive is with this. But I'm literally sitting on my couch right now and I'm seeing the craziest shit I've ever fucking seen on my screen. And that is my city in flames. Those are my people hurting. Those are my people displaced. Those are some of the people who got unalived already. Animals unalived, displaced, injured, hurt. This is disgusting what is going on. And I also want to touch on the fact that I've been on social media a lot and I'm reading the comments about these fires, and it's really disgusting to see some of the comments that have come up about this fire and just the lack of empathy just because we're in LA and some of these people have money. It's like, honestly, bitch, unless you're a fucking like 1% globalist elite. Like, I don't really give a fuck if you have money. Like, did you work hard? Are you successful? Did you earn it? Like, were you passed down from your family? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's your shit. That's your success. That's your money. I'm not going to hate you for it. You know? I'm not going to wish that your fucking house burns down and you probably have 6 more and, oh, they're rich. They can just build another one. It's like, I don't think y'all understand the extent of what the fuck you're talking about, bitch. The whole fucking place looks like an atomic bomb went there. So, maybe they can rebuild, like, their house. Like, are they going to try to rebuild their house in, like, a war zone? Like, what? They're probably traumatized also from the whole thing. It's like, it's not that black and white. It's really not. And a lot of these areas that are affected, they're not rich people, motherfuckers. They're middle-class people that have probably had their houses for, like, decades and decades or generations. They're not these rich people. Like, y'all don't even know what you're talking about. You don't get LA. Some of these people have probably never even stepped foot in LA. Like, they don't fucking get it. They don't get the geography. They don't get the money. They don't get nothing, bitch. And I'll tell you, a lot of these people are motherfucking rich. Some of them are, yeah, for sure. A lot of them, they're not. And then also, when you take away their insurance, how the fuck they gonna rebuild? They just lost everything in their house and now there's no insurance money to help them. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? It's gonna be hard for them to even just relocate because they lost everything. So, especially if, like, they own their houses and shit like that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I feel literally so bad for you. Like, this is crazy. And the lack of empathy is, like, so disgusting. It's like, there's beautiful, innocent animals being affected in this as well. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's LA, they're sinners. Like, they're libs. I don't know if I can say that word. But I'm just like, honey, LA is very diverse with opinions, with politics, people, ideas. We're a very diverse crowd, honey boo, and you have no idea what you're talking about. So do not label us as any such things, honey, because we are everything under the fucking sun, bitch. And there's some really good people in LA, bitch, and I'm motherfucking one of them. If I'm not gonna toot my own horn, bitch. So some of these people are real motherfucking haters, and they have no idea what they're talking about. It's absolutely disgusting to see the lack of empathy. And there's just stereotyping of people from LA, because I know a lot of people from LA and we're chill as hell. We're just like regular ass folk, for real. We just got style and we got a little sass and we got a little fashion up in this bitch. You know, we like some Air One smoothies. Like, does that make us criminals? No, motherfuckers. We just like some boozy ass shit sometimes. We just like things with a chia seed in it. Well, gosh. So there was that I saw. But honestly, you guys, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are from LA, like you've commented you're from LA, and I pray that you are not affected by this, and you are okay, and your families are safe, and your pets are safe, and your neighborhood is safe. And if anyone has been affected by this, that is watching this, my heart goes out to you. I will link some donation places you can donate and stuff. I'll try to find that. Like, do I trust big organizations for giving my money to? No, I don't. I don't fucking trust you. I don't trust them. I'd rather donate to little organizations that actually are doing something I can trust the money's going to go where it needs to go. But it looks like a lot of this community is coming together and helping each other. They're bringing food to, you know, safety sites. They're donating. They're really trying to help out, because that's who we are in LA. Like, we'll help each other out. So I'm glad to see that happening. There's another side of this as to the bad side of LA, with a lot of crime and looters and criminals kind of hiking up their activity, because a lot of our, you know, police and then fire and all this are kind of trying to combat these fires and the crazy shit going on. So yeah, like, we all have to stay extra safe and keep our head on a swivel and really, like, look out, be alert. because it's pretty crazy, and a lot of people are saying when all this dies down and the dust settles, literally, bitch, that also things can get a little nefarious here, and we just have to really stay alert and try to be safe and, you know, just help each other out, and hopefully this will all get sorted. I don't know what the next steps will be for everyone affected. I mean, this is like huge amounts of land being burned and so many fires. So I really I can't even fathom rebuilding this or what's going to happen with this land from the coincidence I talked about before. It's highly concerning, and it's almost unreal that this is happening. It almost is just unreal. I can't even believe it. Y'all, Nobu burned down. And I've never been there because I'm not rich. But I've always dreamed of going. I've always dreamed of one day being able to go, even just one time, and just experience it, because I'm a bitch that appreciates luxury things. I don't need them. They're not a necessity. I don't even have much. But I would like more, and I do appreciate it. And I do appreciate a really I don't know, it's so LA. And I've always dreamed of going, and it literally burned down. It literally burned down. I mean, that's just one of so many things. Apparently, even there's the Pasadena fire, and this man and his wife had this bunny museum that they've literally been building this and adding to this museum for 40 years. 40 years. And it burned down in the Pasadena fire. And I just keep hearing stories like this. You know, people have had their homes for 40 plus years and they're burned down. Or I heard this one story of this lady who her mom passed away, but the mom that passed away remodeled the house that she currently lives in or has and owns, and the mom made it super her. It was really true to her, and it had all of her characteristics, and the mom spent a lot of time, you know, building and crafting this home, and now it's gone. And that was something that they held close to them, because that was one of the last things they had of their mom. And now that's burned. And there's so many stories like that. I mean, childhood houses and neighborhoods and little Starbucks that people like to go to and memories, and it's all just burned to dust. For what? And I'm not fucking buying the BS things that these motherfuckers are saying, because it doesn't fucking add up. And I live in LA, and I'm talking to a lot of people, and no one else thinks it adds up either. And we're all thinking the same fucking thing, to be honest. People at my work are affected by this, my coworkers, family friends, we're all fucking affected by this shit, because it's fucking everywhere. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's hard to believe. I'm always worried about an earthquake, but I guess I should be worried for apocalyptic fires, I guess. But yeah, so there's that. And apparently before these fires, there was weird sightings on the southern California coast. Apparently 5,000 dolphins were all in formation swimming away, which is really abnormal and weird. And apparently there was a massive group of orcas that was doing the same thing. And people always say animals know before we do, so I don't know if they knew something or what is going on with that. But it's definitely I feel a really eerie feeling now, and it's just our city is completely hurting. We're all just I mean, it's just not going to be the same. It's really not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same for a long time. It's crazy. It's crazy to be here right now. It's crazy to see all this shit happen. And honestly, it's just been really scary. And I don't know what's going to happen with this fire. It's blazing right now. You know, multiple of them are, and they're barely contained. The last time I heard, one was 8% contained after days. So hopefully that keeps getting more contained and this doesn't affect anyone else, but I don't know because it's not looking that good. And I'm definitely worried, and I hope that everyone evacuates. I mean, do what you can to save your house. Like, I see people spraying hoses and shit like that and putting fire, what is it called? Retardants on? Wait, is that a word? I don't know. Is it fire? Fire? Something to save it. Guys, I don't know. But yeah, they're like doing crazy shit to save their houses. So yeah, do what you can to save your house and then fucking dip, bitch. Grab what you need, grab your pets, and dip the fuck out, bitch, because it's not fucking worth the risk. Get out of there. But yeah, I hope everyone is safe. If anyone is experiencing or has something happen to you with these fires or just anything going on in the world, please, like, if you're comfortable, leave a comment and let us know what's going on. If you're okay, like, you know, we're here for you. We support you. And I hope that no one has been, like, crazily affected. I do want to make a video. I was going to add it to this, but I'm like, I don't want to, like, make it super long. But I was going to add talking about the crazy fog that we also had, like, last week or a week and a half ago. That was, like, crazy fog every single day, and I think that was incredibly sketchy too, and I found a lot of information about that, so I was contemplating making a video or adding it to this, but I think I just want to specifically talk about the fires today. But if you guys want me to talk about that crazy fog that rolled in that was making everyone sick, and I found a lot of sketchy shit with that, so if you want me to talk about that, I will. But as of now, I'm like, is that everything I want to say about this? Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. But I'll see you guys in the next one. And please be safe. Please subscribe. Please like the video. And please hit the notification so you never miss a video. Bye.